Hey guys, welcome to Budget Build Garage, and today we're going to give you guys an update on the school bus. Alrighty, so we're starting from the front of the bus. We're at the driver's seat right now. We did end up taking the Jeep seats out. That was a waste of $100, basically. We don't think we're going to end up using them. Instead, we're going to use Nick's Camaro seats, which are going to look cooler in the bus, and they'll take up less space. There'll be enough seating area. Originally, we wanted a bench seat, but I just don't think we're going to be able to fit it in here. We'll see how that goes. Now, moving on to the roof here. As you can tell, we've got these holes drilled out. These are for the lights. Basically, we've had trouble getting a hole saw up in this, so we've kind of had to just Dremel it out and whatnot, but it's working. So we almost have all of the lights drilled out in the bus. We still haven't run electrical yet, but we're planning on doing that here next. By the next time we give you an update, we'll probably have electrical in. So, let's move on. So here we have the kitchen. As you can tell, we've got a lot of the cabinetry, or not the cabinetry, but the counter space put in. We are designing this ourselves. We've heard terrible things about IKEA cabinets and buses. We were considering doing, IKEA cabinets, but because they're made out of particle board, when a bus moves and twists and rotates and all that, they end up falling apart, at least from what we've seen on YouTube and in forums and whatnot. So we decided, this is the best route. It also looks pretty sleek. We're basically keeping it just like this. We're going to put a finish over it so that you can't scratch it and whatnot. But this is kind of like the theme of the bus. It's going to be a lot lighter, and just to keep it very bright in here. Underneath the cabinets, as you can tell, we have this opened up. This is actually going to be the look of the cabinets. We're not planning on putting doors on here. We've seen some pictures of it's kind of like barn style, but a mix of modern. And basically, you just have your kitchen utensils, your pots and pans and such underneath this, and not hidden. It kind of helps with clutter, meaning you don't want to look under here and it just be filled with pots and pans. So instead, you just minimize what you have. I think it's going to look pretty nice under here. We're also going to lacquer all of this, so it's obviously a nice clear finish on it. Here we've kind of mocked up how the counters are gonna, or the drawers are gonna sit. So this will have a drawer face here, and you'll open it up, and probably a drawer face here, and you'll open it up this way. And then a big old countertop along this. So bring it over here, so you can tell. We've got the plumbing mostly in. We've got it plumbed right now for the sink. This goes directly underneath, and we don't have our water tanks installed just yet. That is something that we're going to be doing in the coming weeks. But we've got it plumbed for them. We also have our shower plumbed over there that we'll show you guys in a moment. But the cool thing about our shower and also the sink is that we're actually planning on putting some sort of foot pump, basically, or at least a switch, a foot switch, if you will, where when you press on it, the water turns on. When you take your foot off of it, the water stops. That way, you're conserving a lot of water. You don't have to use your hands because when you're washing dishes or washing your hair or whatever. It's kind of inconvenient to turn everything off and on when it's just a simple, movement of the foot. So we're hoping that makes our water tanks last a lot longer, conserves water, and doesn't go disastrously wrong like it might. But we'll see when it comes to it. So this is going to be the finished look of the bus. This is going on all of the walls as well as the siding on the sidewalls of the bus. It's just like a 8-inch, I think, if that, plywood. It's got a nice finish to it. We're going to be, of course, lacquering it just like everything else. And yeah, here we've got a fridge, believe it or not. This is like a small apartment-sized fridge. I think this fridge is going to be a perfect size for us. We're going to be able to actually use all of the food we have in it and not waste any of the foods that we purchase. And this is 110, so it's going to be powered off of the solar, along with the water heater, which we have purchased, which is an electric water heater. A lot of people go with gas water heaters, and we might end up doing that in the future. But the water heater we purchased is kind of used only for like a sink, and we have a shower in here. But because we have the foot pump, I'm thinking that that's going to work fine for the shower as well. We'll see when it comes to it. So fingers crossed. On this side, we have a bunch of wood. You can't really tell the space here, but if I move these out of the way, we're going to be putting basically metal around this corner here, and this is going to be where the hearth goes. We have bought this tiny little like 12 by 12 or 18 by 18 stove, and wood-fired stove. It's not necessarily for cooking, although we're going to attempt it, of course. It's mostly used for just heating your house, and it's rated to heat 400 square feet, I believe, or around that. This bus is about 250 square feet, so it should definitely keep us warm. We're not planning on staying in California the whole time, so we are planning on going places that are actually drizzly, cold, and hopefully snowy. So that's going to be a lifesaver, and also just like the most cozy thing in this entire bus. I'm very excited for that. So that completes the first half of the bus. I'm going to let Julie take over from here, and she'll show you guys the back of the bus.
So, at the back section of the bus, we have our pantry right next to our fridge. So that makes sense. It's actually pretty big. It kind of looks small. It's kind of also hard to visualize like the dimensions of it just through our studs. But it is really large. We're going to have shelves in here. Also possibly thinking about insulating it because I do want to store like jarred goods and stuff like that. So I don't know. It will be a space probably not just for like pantry items, probably also for like I don't know, cleaning, propane stuff, I don't know, stuff for camping. But yeah, so that's that. And then right next to it, or right across from it, is going to be our closet. Right now we're just storing a whole bunch of wood, and it's actually pretty big. We're hopefully going to have like 2 doors, and then I have this idea that once you swing one of this side of the door, it will also create some sort of privacy. So if we have friends over and they're camping with us, or Nick went on a road trip with us, this area can be kind of designated for changing and taking showers. So when you get out of the shower, you can just get to the closet and change your clothes and stuff like that. Because this whole area kind of leads into the bathroom right over here. But this is pretty big storage. We're probably gonna also store like board games in here. I think it'll be more than enough. So past the closet, I have a little vanity area. It's not set up at all, but we have the space for it. I need a spot to do my makeup, and I really enjoy doing my makeup, and it also might be a area for like sewing or something like that, because that's something else I really enjoy. But yeah, it's just going to be like a small desk. There's going to be a light above it, and then I'll put like a mirror, and there will be extra storage for that kind of stuff. Right across from it is going to be the bathroom. So the bathroom, which is right next to the pantry, it's actually pretty small, but I think it's a perfect space, or just the right amount of space for just me and Taylor. And I don't know how often we'll use the shower because we haven't lived in it yet, but it is a luxury sort of space here in the bus. So going in it, the toilet will be right here. And then this area, it's going to be like a wet room. So once you're in the bathroom, you're kind of also in the shower. We got most of our plumbing done for the shower. Dave, Taylor's mom's boyfriend, helped us out so much. And he basically taught us how to solder. So that's really fun. But yeah, it's kind of complicated. I don't know if you're familiar with plumbing, or just plumbing showers in general. Because of our foot pump, we had to do some crazy stuff. So it goes, connects to the water, goes up to the faucet, and then like goes to our pump, our foot pedal pump, and then it goes back up to the shower spout or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it's a little complicated, but he got it done, and I'm really excited to test it out, and I really hope it works out. But yeah, so there's the plumbing. I'm in the shower, toilet's there, and that's perfect amount of space for us. In the back of the bus, we have our bed. Right now we just kind of have it framed out mostly. We're gonna have pretty much the same plywood that you saw on the countertops is going to go on top of the bed, so it'll be a platform for that. And then our idea for the bed, as the mattress itself, this whole area is going to kind of be a dual purpose. It's going to be our bed, and then also another area to like relax, or even with our friends and stuff. It's not going to be just our bed. On the platform of our bed, we're going to have a hidden cubby where we'll put we're going to have like a futon mattress, so it's going to be easily able to be folded up and then stored away, and then this whole area will kind of just transform into this like hangout area. We have plans to have tea here, and then just get this really nice breeze that this door gets. Yeah, I think it'll be a really wonderful place for like summertime. But yeah, and then underneath our bed will also be like a garage area, which is pretty typical for schoolies. Yeah, and we'll just store our tools, just normal things that you don't want to bring into the bus, or want like easy access from the outside of the bus. So like if you don't want to come back into the bus, we'll just open up this door and then grab some stuff from there. That concludes our bus update. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more of these videos and then videos that Nick and Taylor does, go ahead and subscribe. If you have any comments about our bus, or any questions about our bus, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And that's it. Thanks, guys.